Well, welcome to episode 4 of the TJTV podcast with myself, Tom Pollard.
I'm Jay Harris.
And our first and special guest today, very good friend of mine, operations manager for Ghetto Golf, Mr. Jordan McDonald.
Thanks for having me, lads. It's an honour to be the first guest.
Absolute privilege to have you on, George. First things first, how are we? How's things going?
I'm good, yeah, I'm good. Just extremely bored and waiting for Boris to give us the go-ahead. Apart from that, yeah, professional Xbox player at this point.
Love it.
Getting paid fair loads just to play Xbox.
Just
so, you know.
fucking smash Xbox in.
One of them, really, yeah.
What games are we playing?
Fallout I've been playing recently. Bit of an open world explorer game, you know what I mean? I've been taking... It's like... I don't even know how to explain it, do you know what I mean? Because like, I've been building vaults, like what you've done here. Underground studio for my own virtual podcast.
You've been just exploring the world.
Yeah, pretty much like that.
Fallout was one of them games I just couldn't get into.
Oh mate, it's because it's not like it's a grower, so you like, you know what I mean. So
you have to invest in it, don't you?
You have to explore.
Yeah,
and take hours doing it and all that. You can't just like, you know, with COD you can just put it on, bang, you straight in, just shooting people in the head. With this one, you'd have to kind of build your person to be hard. Yeah. Otherwise, you just like find something and it just kills you straight away. You just like, sound that last 2 hours then. I'll just start that again. So, but yeah, it's one of them like. But
professional Xbox player, I like that. So obviously,
I was getting paid some of the shit that them people get paid.
Have you seen it?
Mate, mega wedge.
Make a YouTube.
Unbelievable. I'll just do it like a Twitch stream.
Just a little Twitch
stream. You know what,
lad, you should 100% do it.
Because shout out Johnny Bongo, by the way. I've been watching the streams on Johnny Bongo quality.
It's very good, very good.
But I downloaded that Twitch to watch that, and made some of the numbers that them people are posting.
Yeah, it's crazy.
There was some fella playing Minecraft, and he had 8 million people watching. 8 million.
That blows my mind. You know, like
the population of London is watching that lad play
8
Minecraft.
million people are watching someone build cardboard fucking boxes.
yeah.
Essentially.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I reckon we scrap this podcast and build a box.
Lad, let's do it. Let's just get the Xbox in.
Just live streamed you building this new studio.
Just live streamed it, get 8 million viewers. I just make loads of money.
I've never seen anything like it. Do you know when you just looking at it, but you're not just like, that's one channel. So you're flicking through the others and they've got like 1.8 million, you know, 500,000 for that one watching another game. You're just thinking to yourself, how many people around the world are just sitting watching other people play games?
It's mad, isn't it? Like, I always look at KSI, for example, like the way he come through, and he was a gamer, weren't he? And he just streamed himself playing COD and whatever.
Now he's in everything as well, isn't he? Like boxing.
Everything, boxing, music. And that has
like
literally stemmed from him doing
FIFA.
What I find interesting about KSI is that now his influence as a name on online content itself. Do you know what I mean? So for example, like, you know, he does that video where it's like send me in 30 seconds go or whatever it is, and he goes, you've got whatever chance to say to him, and he goes, yeah, no, whatever. And some fella did a rap to him, and he got put online, and he mentioned him in the video. He was like, that's sick, bro, and he put his tag and stuff like that on YouTube, and he went from overnight from like 700 followers like 250k plus overnight. And you know, you just think to yourself, like, that is the influence that
to even put that in context overnight, like to go from.
But YouTube is the new influencer now.
Oh yeah,
100%. Like
100%.
in 10 years, telly will be.
Yeah, it's pointless, isn't it?
Do you know what I mean? Like I mentioned it before, but the Bongos live stream, for example, like I was looking around on Saturday, and you look on telly and it's like a mass singer, like, you know, Strictly Come Dancing.
Who's that in the pigeon suit? It's Neo.
Do you know what I mean? So you've got either that to watch, or you can watch Johnny Bongo. It's basically him, Rich Furness, and Jimmy Sweets, who's the basically the other fellas who do the bongo for him, the bingo for him, sorry. And they just sit and get pissed. They do a quiz. They have like little funny segments. They have a donk where they do the fucking put a donk on it and all that. And it's just, that is by far more entertaining than anything that you'll watch on a Saturday.
100%,
Telly now is absolute bullshit.
I definitely watch YouTube now. Telly now.
There's nothing on.
Definitely.
And it's shit like the stuff like the Masked Singer, and I think the Scraping the Barrel to create these new TV shows.
That Mass Singer, mate, I've got to be honest, I haven't even watched it once, but I've watched the adverts and was just like, no, better things to do with this Saturday.
You watch one series, or they get one series, and you think it's never, like, it's awful.
Surely
you get another one?
Yeah.
How?
Oh, mate.
Is it because they're like us though, and we think that's awful, but I'll watch it and just see.
There's obviously people watching it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like I seen it, lad, it was trending on Twitter.
Yeah.
Neo's the pigeon,
Yeah.
or whatever he was.
Yeah, yeah.
I was like, what? Neo's a pigeon? What is
Yeah,
this?
the thing is, it's like everything, isn't it? People just get comfortable, don't they? And
Yeah,
especially,
yeah.
If you live, especially with your parents, because your parents are so used to what's on ITV. Let's sit and watch ITV. Let's sit and watch. And you know, as we get older and we become the parents, there's just going to be so much more medium.
Definitely.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was thinking about this before. I was thinking like, you know, we were talking about, you know, like lockdown and obviously how boring it's been.
Yeah.
But then like how telly's kind of gone back to, or content has gone back to being like, it'll come on Wednesday, Friday, you know, like, and you'd have things to look forward to, rather than this binge culture that we've got at the minute, where it's just like, right, I'll have all of that in 3 hours and then I'll fuck it off. Do it.
Yeah.
Like, because no one's busy anymore, so everyone's back to looking forward to the next instalment of, you know,
Yeah,
whether it be
definitely, yeah.
WandaVision or
100%.
the Mandalorian was weekly and all that kind of stuff. The big things have all been building anticipation up, innit?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Once a week, rather than sitting and binging something for.
I'd much rather have the good
yeah.
to look forward to as well.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? Or watch it on Tuesday, then don't watch the next episode till the week after.
Yeah.
Rather than watching 10 episodes
Especially
in one day.
Especially if it's something that you bang into. Do you know what I mean?
Oh
Because,
yeah,
like,
100%.
Something came up the other day. It was like, new season coming. Can't remember what it was now. And I was like, brilliant. So what's the first 2 seasons of that? I'll get onto that. And I thought to myself, what happened in the first 2 seasons? Because it happened like 2 years ago.
Yeah,
I can't remember anything that happened because I sat and watched all 10 episodes in like a 3-hour period.
But that's the thing, innit? BBC used to just do like one episode or something a week. You can watch them all on iPlayer before they even come on the telly.
Oh, really? Yeah.
So you can just binge watch
can,
them.
yeah,
So if you're into binging, you can.
Yeah.
What did I watch? I watched The Serpent before
It even finished.
it
on the
even
main
finished.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like I did binge it, but I was hooked.
Yeah, like you see before
Like
it's actually being put on telly. It's
I
weird.
was hooked on that.
Yeah.
Have you watched it?
No.
Watch
It
it.
was good, yeah.
Oh, it blew my
Like
mind.
the BBC
It
makes
gives me
so much
anxiety
good
watching
stuff.
it. Like I was having heart palpitations watching him. He's
Really,
a
yeah.
seedy guy. Seedy.
The BBC just makes sick stuff, and I haven't seen any of it.
Insane.
Yeah.
BBC Three is the one. They
Is it,
make.
yeah?
Oh, they make
Used
the.
to love BBC.
It's not on the telly anymore, is it?
No,
It used to have Family Guy and all that.
Yeah,
It used to be your
everything.
Family Guy fix
Some
on
sex and
ITV.
suspicious parents and all that.
Yeah.
Young Dumber living off mum.
Sons, oh, that's funny. Mum, what are you doing here? I call you, Jeremy. You need to say sorry.
How weird is that? It's just cheating on birds. And
I
like,
might
like,
cheat on
Like,
like going to
imagine
Maga,
if
going to
that-
Maga and just fucking getting
Right.
balls deep in birds, and your mum turns up going, "What are you doing?"
If
Whoa, oh, why are you here?
If my man had been there on my first fucking lads holiday and that, it wouldn't have
Imagine.
been. Nothing.
It wouldn't have went down well, like
Wouldn't have ended
not
well.
well at all.
Like that's like think about it. They made a program where your parents go and spy on you
Yeah.
on a lads or girls holiday.
And again, that got quite a few series.
Your lads and girls holidays the time where you let loose, don't you? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
You with the boys, you with the girls, and it's one of them.
Do you remember that mad one that they had with the computer? And like it was like for makeovers.
Oh,
Man, me fucking bird used to watch it all the time. It's the one where they just rock up and they go like,
Snog, Marry,
computer.
Avoid.
Yeah. And
Yes!
you have like the shabbiest person in the fucking world, you know what I mean? And stand there and
Right,
go,
bright orange.
we're gonna just take
peach
off
blonde
this
there.
makeup and all, yeah, we'll give you a new hairstyle, we'll give you a new outfit.
Do you know what show baffles me? Naked Attraction.
Oh my
I
god,
can't
yeah.
get down.
Naked,
It's just
like
in like a colourful tube.
I'm looking at 7 limp penises on the telly, and they go, "Oh well, that one's a bit floppy, and that one, the foreskin's a bit droopy."
Prime time.
It's a dick.
Prime time television.
They all do the same. Prime
Yeah.
time telly. Naked Attraction.
Yeah, that's like full on, like that's just normal now.
Bizarre.
Can you imagine 10 years ago? Maybe not 10 years ago. I don't know. You know, when we were kids, shall we say, when we were like 18. Imagine like the process of putting a dick on a telly.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like it would have been unheard of, wouldn't it? Back then.
Back then that would have been soft porn.
Yeah.
Legit.
What we're gonna do is we're gonna show dicks and fannies all over fucking
Yeah,
the
yeah,
telly and that.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
the first thing you see is a dick. Like don't
That's
worry about any
the
other
first
parts of
thing
the
you
body.
see. The first thing you see is a dick.
Yeah. It's
A dick and a fanny. That's the first thing
out
you
for
see.
dicks, though, innit?
It
Do you
is
know what I mean? It's like-
mental.
It's mad though, innit? Because they won't let them swear on it. But they have to laugh all
But yeah,
all that on
they're
it.
fully naked.
Lad,
And it's at the end where they go, "And now it's time for you to get naked." And you walk in like, the bits wobbling everywhere.
absolutely
Stand there.
crazy.
Oh yeah, she looks good, yeah.
Do you know what's mad? Is like someone has to fill out an application form for that.
Literally.
No, it's not like they just like take 10 random people and go, yeah, you just go and do that. It's someone has to actually go, I want to be on that show. And imagine the confidence you've got to have.
I want to know
Because
what
like some of them have
questions.
fucking tiny dicks.
Like,
How
no,
are you-
exactly.
How are you
Exactly.
going on
Yeah.
with that?
proper crusty toenails and like 3 nipples and that. It's like, what questions do they ask for you to get on that?
I reckon they just still did the show that show that Dr. Christine used to do, you know, where they had weird medical shit.
Do you know what? I love that
You
show.
know what
I'm not gonna lie.
I reckon they did that, and then anyone who was on that, they were just like,
I love
"So
that.
weird thing you put on that fucking leg of a sack."
Dr. Christian, every time I pull my foreskin back, it's like cheddar. What?
Mad, that, wasn't it? I was talking about that the other day with my bird because she was watching a TV show that he does where it's like, you know, there's a super skinny person, super fat one.
Yes,
and
I'm on it.
This diet. But she was telling me about an episode and she was like, there was this fella and he pulled back his foreskin and it was like just white. And he didn't know he had to wash it. You know, he was like,
no.
How do you go through life not knowing you have to do that? Do you know what I mean?
At what stage do you go, what? I had to wash that?
Yeah, but
Do you know what I mean?
Someone must have sucked it.
100%.
At some point. I don't know what happened because he was like mid-20s. Unless he's a virgin.
Seems like Baby Bell.
Baby.
Nasty.
Don't ruin Baby Bell's coming.
You love a Baby Bell as well. George loves a Baby Bell.
I do, but not that type of Baby
But
Bell.
not that. No, he wants that Baby Bell.
What type of quiz shows are you into?
Quiz shows.
I love a quiz show.
The Chase is the one, I think, isn't it?
Chase.
I think the Chase sets the standard for me.
I'm not very good. That's the
Chase
Chase.
is quality.
Pointless.
Tip and Point and Jay.
Do you like Tipping Point, yeah?
Well, go on.
I'm going on Tipping Point.
When are you going on Tipping Point?
My final things tomorrow, my final face to face.
Oh my god, that's unreal.
And if he wins 10 grand, he's buying me a bike because mine got robbed.
He's got robbed.
Lad, that's sick.
Yeah.
Sorry to hear about your bike. But Tipping Point's one of the
What's
ones.
it, lad?
What? Tipping Point, that's sick.
But you want to like the application form, lad? It was like you have to send a picture of yourself.
Yeah.
He sent a picture of himself in an elf costume.
Unbelievable.
Like, and his special talent was like burping. What was it?
Burping the Bon Jovi intros.
And Dave looked at that. Dave looked at that.
Podcast? Are you going to show the podcast what you did as a?
I think I need a can of Coke or something just to get it going.
Dave looked at that and gone, yeah, that's perfect for ITV. That. He's gonna burp Bon Jovi in an elf costume. Sound. Get him on.
Do you reckon you say to him, you've got to bring it with you? Put it on.
That's what I was thinking,
I reckon it's going to be.
it
Do
was
you reckon it's going to be like?
They just want people who've got a bit of a personality.
I think so.
It's just like,
Unless it's going to be like Stars in Your Eyes.
Burp like Bon Jovi.
Yeah.
Stars in Your Eyes, and you go. And tonight, Matthew, I'm going to be an elf.
burping the intro to Bon Jovi.
I haven't got any other talents.
I'd pay good money to watch that.
That's
That'll be quality.
Whoa. Like burping.
hilarious.
Yeah, so.
Yeah.
I actually did apply to be on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, put the application in. I haven't had it, and they probably went fucking boring bastards.
Well, man, how long did mine take? About 6 weeks. 5, 6 weeks.
Well, yeah,
It was like
because
the first week of lockdown.
She said to me, do it. And
Yeah.
I started doing it, and I was like, special talent.
You feel boring putting it in.
I was like,
don't you? It's just like, what?
Why
Yeah.
are you special
Nothing.
talent?
Yeah.
Like, I can't bear Bon Jovi.
Plus, what's this special talent got to do with the fact that I want to go on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
Yeah.
Exactly.
I don't need the
Yeah.
talent to go on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
I'm picking A, B, C, or D. I don't need
I'm not
to.
going on Britain's Got Talent. I'm
Yeah.
literally going on
Literally.
Who Wants to Be a
I bet if
doing
they
Millionaire.
said me
backflips.
talent winning on the 2p machines, they wouldn't let me on tipping points.
Oh no, because you mastered it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I'm fucking sick at them.
Yeah.
Sick at tipping machines, really. Like,
Well, I
Ben
do.
Shepherd's fucking
Besh.
quaking in his boots at your 10p skills.
Oh, we got a professional 10-piece slotty here.
You spend hours of Blackpool just smashing. I've been practicing.
Goes like that. You're like,
Do you know what? Do you know with tipping points? I'll be honest. It's one of the ones I just don't watch.
It
I
is
just
quite-
can't get into it.
It is
at all.
quite like.
I watch it just because I know the chase is coming on after it.
Oh,
Do
yeah.
you know what I mean?
It is quite slow.
I'll never want
I
to
think
watch
it's the
it.
only one that I'm good at though, because my general knowledge on anything else is shocking.
You're going to be
But that tipping
hilarious
points
on
is
it.
quite
Yeah.
not easy, but it's a lot easier.
It's a lot,
I think,
yeah,
the
it's
questions are,
The questions are definitely.
It's more of a
easier.
buzz in,
Like
isn't
the
it? Do you know
chase
what I
is
mean?
hit and miss, isn't it? Like sometimes I can answer a lot.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
sometimes I'm like, whoa.
Yeah.
Mate, there was one the other day.
That's hard.
She got like $7,000. She smashed it in the one where they asked, and then he put her through with questions against the chaser, and she got 3 questions against the chaser, and I just thought to myself, there was fucking no chance I get
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Mad.
And anyone who takes that minus, by the way, is
Well, I
scummy.
think,
Oh,
yeah,
never.
that, like,
Don't go on the
yeah.
show
Yeah.
and pick the minus off
Minus
there.
one.
Yeah, I agree.
Especially when you're maybe the last and you're big enough. Oh,
Yeah.
you should take the 24 grand. You're big enough. Then you come on and go -7.
Yeah.
Fuck off, Sandra.
You've just wasted everybody else's.
You've
hard
literally
work.
wasted everything.
Cheeky cunt.
I hate that. But yeah, no,
Yeah.
Chase is good play. You go on Tipping.
Amazing.
Tipping point's gonna be
It'd be
quality.
unbelievable.
How good's that?
He's gonna make you do your kicks from your fucking.
That's what we said,
workout.
yeah.
You're literally gonna do Dick Van Dyke in an elf costume.
Again.
Chim chimney, chim chimney.
That's fucking hilarious.
Right.
Imagine if he got on 7 points and I got on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. We'd be famous. We'd be like, look at our
Life
podcast.
completed.
Yeah, JJTV.
And you can rewind to episode 4 of TJTV where we talked about it.
Exactly, yeah.
Now the millionaires.
And I've got
Well, 10 grand.
Man, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, though, seriously, like, the reason I applied for it because I thought to myself, I was watching it and I'm watching people just get 30 grand for, like, the easiest
Yeah.
It is though, isn't it?
Yeah,
and
they
you've
have
got
done
50-50, phone a friend. That you've got 3 chances there to
You're getting at least 10 out.
at
Yeah.
least
If you
minimum.
walk away
surely.
from Who Wants to Be a Millionaire with less than 10 grand, you're disappointed in yourself, aren't you?
What's
Yeah.
a new one then? If
Yeah.
because there's no audience. So what's that?
Oh,
audience now?
it's ask him. So you ask Jeremy Clarkson.
Jeez.
But I mean,
If it's
he's
about
quite
cars.
he's quite a knowledgeable fella, though, isn't he? I would imagine.
You'd imagine so, yeah.
He's got to have something about him, hasn't he? Because
Yeah.
he's, he's
I'd
quite
never like
successful.
asking a host. I wonder if they get in their ear. Don't tell them. Don't tell them.
I'd rather Chris Tarrant if I was
Chris
gonna go.
Tarrant, yeah. Is he
It
still
makes, it's not the same without Chris Tarrant, though,
It's
to be
not.
fair.
It's not.
Jeremy Clarkson plays the almost like arrogant,
Yeah.
like trying to be like piss taking.
himself?
Yeah, but he's just not as good.
You can't
Yeah.
beat Chris
Just-
Tarrant
just-
at all.
Yeah.
I remember when he said the story about when he used to go to the bank and he used to give a check in and they used to go to him, "Oh, we don't want to give you that." And he was just like, "That's the 50th time I have heard that." I love that.
Yeah.
I just think that's brilliant. Obviously,
But I
checks
think
it.
just in general, like old TV shows were better when.
Yeah. Oh god. Yeah.
like
Deal or
that.
no deal.
Deal or no deal.
Golden balls.
Golden balls
Golden balls.
with
balls,
Jasper.
Jasper Carrot.
Jasper
yeah.
Carrot.
Yeah.
Sick of
Split
TV
or
shows.
steal.
I used to love
Yeah.
that shit. Like,
I promise you, I'm going to split. And you're like, "Okay, I believe you." Steal.
I tell you what, though.
You slag.
What would you do?
Steal probably.
Do you know
Would
what?
you, yeah?
I think.
You got two chances of
I
getting it
seen
then, haven't
someone. I
you?
seen someone rob 60 grand off.
Oh,
60
mate,
grand
I'd
off
be
someone
sick.
once.
I'd be sick.
That would knock me sick.
I think you'd go in with the game plan, wouldn't you? And then
Yeah.
you'd get to that stage and it'd be like,
I think if you split, you've only got one chance of winning. If you steal, you got two.
you just
Two
it's all,
chances, yeah.
like you trust them. You
Yeah.
don't know them. So
I
it's
suppose
all
if you
poker face,
steal,
innit?
if you steal, yeah, as you say, you leave it anything either way, don't you?
Yeah.
Like
I-
if you split and they steal, you leave it nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
I think
At
I'd
least if you
steal.
both steal, you
Yeah,
go.
you've got a
And
chance.
I
Both
think
of
I
them
would
done,
genuinely, this is where I'd use my inner acting to convince them I'm going to split.
I think
Yeah.
I'd,
I'd be
I
like,
think I'd
I-
split with you, Tom.
I promise you,
Like
on
it's
my life, I will split with you.
I'd be fucked.
We're here. We're here. Let's split it. She goes, "Okay, we'll split." Steal.
Yeah. Because you could. Bye-bye! You could do that. I'd be fucked, mate. Because I just look naturally angry all the
Yeah.
time.
You'd be like,
You'd be like, I promise, I'm definitely gonna split, lad. I'm gonna split.
Listen, lad, I'm telling you, I split.
Split it. You split it.
I love that show. That was brilliant.
Just gonna be like, he's definitely not splitting.
Yeah, he's chatting one bars. It's not happening.
brilliant.
It's mad.
Right. I love that game show. It's brilliant.
But it's telly in general, lad. Like even like your Saturday night back then, like you had like Big Brother and all that back then.
Saturday night was
Back then,
Saturday night was quality. I
Yeah.
think Saturday night was a great night for TV. Where
Yeah.
Yeah.
it really was. You had Anton Deck Saturday Night
Yeah,
Takeaway.
that used to be
That was
separate,
massive.
wasn't it?
And
Yeah.
Big Brother.
Yeah.
There was a lot.
X Factor when it was good.
X Factor.
When it started,
Yeah.
Pop Idol.
Yeah.
Pete
Yeah.
Waterman.
Remember the proper Crystal Maze?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Yes.
Boss.
I don't like Richard
Richard
Idons.
Idons.
The
I
host
don't
of
yeah,
it.
I
know.
yeah.
Not at all. Not
Yeah.
at all.
Put it
No.
out there, like.
Bring the old guy back. What was his name? Can't remember.
I can't remember the baldy fella. who
All
used to
the
do
old
Yeah.
guys were the best, though. Do you know what I mean?
Richard Pryor or something.
All the original.
that.
Richard
Richard
Pryor.
Mate, it's definitely.
It's definitely not
If Richard Pryor hosted the Crystal Maze, I would watch that shit. Like, you know, if someone dug out small episodes.
What was his name?
Nice.
I don't know.
Richard Sutton.
That's
Richard
me.
Osmond, fucker.
That's me, like, Dave.
Richard Osmond, and then he went on to do Pointless.
That's
So.
why all the effort to come down here, lads, is, ultimately that we found out that Richard Pryor hosted Crystal Maze.
Yeah.
So,
Brilliant.
if someone's got them episodes, if someone watches and they've got them episodes, just make sure you send them.
Fire them over. We want to watch them
That'd be
back
some
to back. I'll binge that.
Some absolutely quality episodes.
Tell you what, it's good. And I've only started. I don't know why I didn't jump on it when it come out, but I've only started watching it now. Taskmaster.
Never watched it. You know?
Oh,
Greg
mate,
Davies,
great day.
Yeah, never watched that.
Brilliant.
Is it? Yeah.
Really, yeah, it's really good. Really good.
There's some decent stuff still.
There is, isn't it? But
Not what it used to be.
as you said,
I
it's,
think it's a victim of just having too many channels, though.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You know what we were
Yeah,
saying before,
yeah.
and obviously we were saying before, like, if you're creative now, I mean, back then, if you were creative, you had probably 3 or 4 options. You went and worked for Sky, you went and worked for BBC, ITV, or Channel 4, didn't you? And then you got paid to make content for them. Do you know what I mean? So you got paid to come up with the ideas. Whereas, as we said at the start, going full circle, YouTube now gives creators a platform to just be like, well, I'll just create my own shit, and it's going to be well better than anything that you pay me to do.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? So why would you work for someone else and get paid a salary to create something? Like, look at Johnny Bongo. Do you know what I mean? He created Bongo's Bingo. Look at what he's done with that. Like, imagine if that would have started off in like a big corporation. Do you know what I mean? Like, we work for Beer Keller. If we'd have come up with the idea, the concept for Bongo's Bingo and Beer Keller, we wouldn't have anything to do with that.
Oh,
now they'd own that.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
100%.
And Camp Fairness did try and do that to him, didn't he? Do you know what I mean?
Well, yeah, the whole big.
But you know, obviously, like, it was mad because obviously, if you work for someone and you've got a signed contract that says intellectual property, it belongs to them. You could create something amazing working for a company, and then they could just go, "Thanks for that.
Cheers, it's fine now."
Do you know what I mean? And how much must that happen? Where you know, especially
a lot, mustn't it?
Creatives. Because I'm not the most creative person in the world, but I can take whatever you put together as a creative idea, I can execute it really well. So what I kind of do, and it's mad because like I always feel for people who are creative like that, because it's like, well, you put your heart and soul into something, and then a company can just swallow it up and just
take it.
Yeah. That's mine. That now.
It was like I'll always read small print now and anything.
I think especially in this day and age, you have to,
don't you? Because you could just get royally screwed over by one little fucking line. I now own you. You know what I mean?
What I found with contracts is the weird thing looking into them is that a lot of them are very vague. Do you know what I mean? So a lot of them are like, you know, you can't work for a rival.
So
what do you deem as a rival? Do you know what I mean? Like what's a rival thing in whatever you're doing? Do you know what I mean? You can't do this for another. You know, you can't work for this, or you can't, you know, look into this thing, or you can't get a second thing, and you're like, what's all these things? You know what I mean? It's like,
be more specific.
It should be very, very specific, shouldn't it? Yeah, do you know what I mean? Of like what?
It should be really, isn't it?
Oh, definitely.
A plus B equals C.
I think it's obviously for them. It's for the big companies to be able to just to fall back on, isn't it? And go, but it says that in your contract, which means
we want it.
Yeah.
Simple as they just want to own you,
Exactly, and that's why, you know, setting up your own businesses and stuff and down the line is the way forward, and you know, like what you've done, Jay. You know, I know this pandemic's been tough for you in terms of your career and what you do, but this is why you do shit like this, mate, because you know, you're creative and you want to own what you do in the future.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. You know, now you could just be sitting at home twiddling your thumbs and
playing Fallout professionally.
Playing professional Fallout and just competing with Jordan to the top tier of Fallout boys. But you're not.
Could be doing that.
Right, well, Jordan, obviously we touched on at the start, obviously your operations manager for Ghetto Golf.
Yeah.
You started there from the very beginning in the Canes Brewery.
Did indeed.
You made the Canes Brewery. You were the first there, weren't you?
Yeah.
What's that?
There was a little cafe. There was a little cafe.
Yeah, little cafe. Well, apart from that,
the big venue. There,
the big venue to attract the other big venues to go in and be like, right, let's have a go at it.
Yeah.
What's that been like for you? Obviously, growing with Ghetto and being where you are now, and obviously all these other venues you opened in Birmingham and Newcastle, to now being like, you're all closed.
It's like I don't know. I can only imagine it's like going 90 mile an hour on the motorway and then having to slam on when there's an accident in front of you.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like. Do you know what I mean? Because through my career, like I was very much in the echelons of leaving hospitality before I started working for Ghetto. I have to go down different options and stuff, and been down a few different paths, and it hadn't quite worked out for me. And then I got the opportunity to Ghetto, and then it just went stratospheric after that. I just went crazy, you know what I mean? And I've you know, thank the lads every day for the opportunity to give me. And I've I've given it back to them. Do you know what I mean? I've helped them open.
Definitely.
What is it now? 12 sites now.
Insane. By the way, like I remember when Ghetto first opened, and people were like, "Oh, give it a year."
Yeah, it'll last.
It'll last. Crazy Golf. It'll last. Yeah, that was it. It'll last 6 months. It'll last a year. Well, you look like a mug now, don't you?
4 years later, it's, you know, as soon as the pandemic shut, as soon as the first lockdown shut, we were fully booked within like a day. It's, you know, I think what Ghetto gives people is an escapism, isn't it? It's you know, it's an experience outside of the norm, innit? Do you know what I mean?
It is, and me and Jay have been together, haven't we? And I've played on that course a lot, but every time it just feels different.
I think,
do you know what I mean?
I think the main thing about Ghetto is for me, and what I've tried to do in terms of what I do for Ghetto, which is delivering the experience essentially. We've got an unbelievable creative team who build everything and put it all together and stuff. But my job is to take that and deliver it so that yourselves, when you come, you have a boss time.
Yeah.
And for me, it's not about the holes, it's not about the golf. It's about the experience of everything that you feel when you go in. You know what I mean? It's the music, it's the food, it's the drinks.
Yeah, definitely.
And the golf course is essentially just a vehicle to get you through a night out.
Yeah.
Because if you don't leave Ghetto at the end of the 18th hole and you're either very merry, having a really good time, and you've had a boss dance and that, and then you're ready to move on to the next place. That's essentially what I aim to deliver with Ghetto. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
It's not a gaff that you sit in for 4, 5, 6 hours and get absolutely levered.
Oh no,
That's why
no.
You've got birdies.
Well, exactly, and that's what I was going to say. We started in Ghetto, got a few cocktails, brilliant, did the course, and then we moved on to birdies, and
you walk outside, Samwise,
you're in a totally different universe. Do you know what I mean? And I'm based when I go there. Like this is me now for the night.
I think the good
I ain't
thing about
going anywhere
birdies
else.
is that you can just camp there, can't you? It's got that
Exactly that
kind of feel.
You can camp there. You can sit there. You're based.
Yeah.
Bevy's a boss.
Yeah.
The selection's
amazing.
amazing.
On this, I don't like going to town. Don't really drink.
No, never. Yeah.
Ghetto's the one place in birdies that I will.
That you will, yeah.
Like you've seen, I had an unbelievable time every time I've been.
I think it's just one of them, isn't it? I think that's why we're so popular with such a wide range of people. Like we've got regular clientele from the age of 18 to 60.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It doesn't we don't have it. Like a lot of bars have a target demographic that's like, you want to see our marketing filters, obviously you do a marketing filter on Facebook and it's usually we want to target this specific and it's just just target everyone. Because it's not that type of venue.
No,
you know what I mean? It
appeals to everyone, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely. And I think what we've tried to build, especially with birdies, is when I did the playlist for birdies and I started to look at what we wanted to offer. I tried to build it to stuff that kind of transcends any set genre or any set age range that genre goes to. Do you know what I mean? So, for example, it works in Liverpool a lot because disco is just people love disco, don't they? Do you know what I mean? It doesn't matter what age you are, and people love it, don't they? So we tried to build it around kind of upbeat disco, upbeat indie vibes and stuff, which just kind of keeps you everything's positive. Do you know what I mean? So the idea is that when you sat in there, everything just the next tune is our tune. And the whole playlist is built that, and it's nostalgia as well. It's hitting you with songs that you haven't heard for. You're like, oh my god, Breakfast at Tiffany's comes on or something like that.
Yeah.
Like, oh, what a tune.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been an unbelievable experience to get it where it is now. Obviously, the lockdown has been very testing because obviously you've gone from a company that's producing a new site every 2-3 months to in a year having to just scale everything down. Birmingham hasn't been open for 6 months at this point.
So what cities are you in now, Joe?
Birmingham, Newcastle, Liverpool, Glasgow. We've just signed for the site in Sheffield, so we'll be starting work on Sheffield very soon.
Wow.
And hopefully we'll have another one as well by the end of this year as well.
Incredible, do you know what I mean?
Is Manchester on the cards?
It's been looked into. It's just trying to find the right site.
It's very hard.
Manchester,
It's an odd city for locations of bars because it's not like Liverpool where Liverpool is quite bang. It's all in one place, isn't it? Manchester's all over the place. It's a bit more like it's like the north of London. It's like North London, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's the London of the north, isn't it?
We even get a unit in Manchester like
massive.
Goldust.
Really,
Because
we've got good contacts with finding one, but it's just a case of finding the right one.
Yeah,
it's got to be
100%.
Yeah, because obviously Ghetto has a quite unique requirement, doesn't it? And we're not just
you need a big unit.
We're not just doing Ghetto. Do you know what I mean? Like anywhere we go now, it's not just Ghetto Golf. It's going to be the birdies and all that.
100%. That works, isn't it? It bounces off each other, doesn't it?
Yeah. It's weird how things in business happen that you don't really plan for. Do you know what I mean? So we bought on air and span birdies round because birdies used to be like a little 60-person bar. We span it and made it like 200, and it had a car park running all alongside it, didn't it?
Yeah.
And we built a food container outside because it was obviously easier to get it from Ghetto. And I was discussing it with the fella who owns the food thing, and he was like, "Lad, just people who just want food, you don't want to go in a bar. They've got kids. Can we just put some benches there?" So I was like, "Yeah." So I found these benches, put them out, and then within like 10 minutes, every bench was full packed. And I was looking down the run, and you're like, "It's a sun trap, that." Like the entire thing.
Literally
and I was
is though.
like, that's in the sun, like, and I was looking, I was like, that's all day. So I rang Kip and Dan, the owners, and was like, look, I said, you might want to come down and look at this, you know, because you might want to speak to the landlord and just say, is anyone using this? Because, and then that was it. Then within a week, they'd signed it, taken it on as a lease, put fake grass down and palm trees.
Palm trees,
and then just literally put, I think it was like 50 tables down it or something.
It
or
was
35 tables.
That's amazing.
Every day.
And then within that, we were going from, so we went from a 200 person capacity bar to, I think with the garden and everything, there must have been 600 to 800 people there.
Wow.
In a
It's a
peak,
big
in
jump
peak
there,
birdies.
You like, yeah.
But we had like, we had like 3 stations on the bar. Yeah, like, we just didn't have. We had 3 stations inside and 3 stations outside.
Yeah.
In like birdies, so we were just like, right, let's try and just serve as many people as we can, because it was just
amazing,
chaos.
that,
You can have people who were just like, they go to the bar and just get like,
It was
they just
mental.
go, give me 20 bottles of Australia. You know what I mean, with the mates, and then just be like, and then they just
definitely.
take them off.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
As you said, that's the sun trap. You get the sun all day there. So if you're going there, why would you leave?
It's a festival, isn't it?
Why would you leave?
That garden's a festival.
100%.
Right when you
Tunes, sun,
Yeah.
boss bevies. Why am I going anywhere
Yeah.
else?
blasting like Samwise, peak Samwise, 4 till 6 or
Oh,
something on Saturday, just
that's
ramo.
unreal, I
Stop
know.
it.
Unbelievable, mate. I can't wait for them time. Hopefully this summer the weather is good as well.
I hope so.
That's the main thing, innit? You know, you're praying that the weather's
Pray to
good.
God that the weather's going to be good, yeah.
With the winter, would you bring back the cabins again?
Yeah, I
Is
think
that-
we
is that the
definitely, I think
idea?
we definitely do it again. Yeah. It's been an interesting one because we did films this time, which was not something that we've never really done before. So we did like Christmas films and Halloween films and stuff.
Yeah.
That's been like really quite successful.
Yeah,
for us. It's been
it's,
good.
I've seen it on like, social media.
I loved the
It was-
Home Alone bar when you did that.
Yeah, sir.
I
Yeah,
thought
I'm
that
sure
was
you
one
will.
of the best things I've ever seen in my life.
I wish I went to that. That's one.
Did you
one
not
of
get-
my- that's one of my
lad.
regrets, honestly.
Insane when you had the, what's that band called, Joe?
Oh, the Incredible 11.
The Incredible
Yeah,
11.
we had them doing Christmas songs and stuff.
One of the best nights I've ever had, literally. They were doing
It was
Christmas songs and you just felt like you were being Kevin McAllister's gaff. It was mad.
Funny,
It
that
was
back
mad.
when, like, that was back when, as a company, it was.
Yeah.
We were very
Silly, like
very
just
cavalier with what we
unreal,
did.
though.
It was just like,
go on or
if
go
you like
home.
the Home Alone bar, let's go and do it.
We do
We'll buy
a
next
Home
door,
Alone,
we'll
yeah.
just do that, you know
We'll
what
do
I
a
mean?
Home
It's
Alone
just-
bar, but we're going to do it good.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it was crazy. It's a crazy place. You know what I mean? When it went from, it was 2 lads from one from Southport, one from Ormskirk, who've been involved in the Liverpool hospitality scene for a while, but never really, you know, they've owned a bar in Ormskirk, they haven't really done anything in Liverpool. To on a shoestring budget building a venue that essentially now has turned into one of the biggest brands, one of the fastest growing brands
Oh,
I
yeah,
think in
By
the
far,
UK.
by far.
And you know, it's mad, innit? Because you say Ghetto Golf in major cities, people know what it is.
Yeah.
And to me, that's mental to sit and think 4 years ago.
Bars of it.
I walked in and I was painting the walls. and stuff because
Exactly,
I was
yeah.
part
Do
of
you
the-
know what I mean?
I got drafted as part of the building team when I got taken on
Yeah.
the AGM because there was like 5 or 6 people building it. Do you know what I mean? It's just.
And that's what I love, like, as I said, you know, you started from the start.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Going in as AGM, getting your fucking overalls on, painting the walls.
Yeah. I
And now,
painted,
you, do you know what I
I
mean?
painted all the walkways. Remember it used to go up, like used to come up and round, and it
Yeah.
was all like to some
Yeah.
wooden walkway. I painted all of that brown, like the day before we opened. Made up myself right. Took ages. That arm was killing me. Kip comes over and goes, "You made me, you know." I'm like, "Why?" And he goes, "Just the building inspector needs to be fireproof paint." So handed me a tin of fireproof paint, and I was like,
Crack on.
No
"Gonna have
way.
to go over it again." Like, literally, though, I mean, I'm painting roofs. You know, like, so that movement alone is like, you know,
That
it's
it is,
you know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
It's just like, I can't be out this again. It was horrible, you know what I mean? But I've been involved in a few things like that now, you know what I mean? With the building side of things and that. Like, Beer Keller was an interesting one when we opened that.
You could say that,
That was
yeah.
a- that
Beer
was an
Keller was
interesting
very
venue.
interesting. Very
I
interesting.
walked into that 2 days before it opened and it was still a building site. Like, yeah,
Wasn't you gonna go down like the sports route though? before
Originally,
that?
yeah. I'm a fully qualified PE teacher.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a degree in PE teaching.
So what made you change from that?
I hated it.
Really?
To be honest, what it was is
You'd be a nightmare PE teacher, you lad.
I'd just be the angriest person.
Ever. Like,
No,
why have you eaten like that, lad?
There's no.
I told you.
This is, you haven't brought your kids again.
Yeah.
I'm an arsehole playing your bill. What it was, like, it was at the time. It was when the Tory government had just come in, so it was
Fuck
like
the Tories.
literally, yeah, fuck the Tories. But they'd literally just come in, so they were changing a lot of like stuff around legislation and targets for teaching at the time. So he changed a lot of it from target setting, a lot to target setting and goals for kids rather than development for kids, which is like fundamentally what I was against essentially. And then I did a placement at Chilwell School, which is what where me and Tom went. And oh yeah, and yourself. Sorry, mate. Sorry.
Oh, my time we went to Chilwell.
It's because you didn't. It's because you.
Forza Chilwell Sports College.
And honestly, mate, it was one of the best experiences I've ever had in my life. So I was like, I'm not doing this. I did it for like 6 weeks, and I nearly punched the kids out. And not for me, this.
I could not have taught kids in Chilwell School. I'd end up twatting them.
There was a specific incident with a 16-year-old lad, and I'm because at the time, obviously, I was like 20. 19, do you know what I mean? Like doing me PE. No, I was 19 because I was doing me. It was in my first year of uni, and the 16-year-old kid, and he's just like, fuck off. Just said to me, fuck off. And you know, like, outright booted the rugby ball like halfway across the field and that. You know, when we were trying to do a drill and stuff. You know, and just like, mate, if we weren't in this room right now, if I weren't wearing my uni stuff, I'd smash your head. It's like 19 and 16. There isn't too much of a difference in years there. Do you know what I mean? You're still very much in the education mentality, aren't you? And if you're at 16 in school and some 16-year-old was something like that, you just twat them, wouldn't you? And it's like, you know, you're 19, so you're sitting there 19 years of age and just like. That's why, like, you know, I just think the whole education system is fucking wrong as it is. I think, you know, putting people in that mindset of you've got to do that and then you leave that and then you've got to do that and then you've got to move on and do the next bit. Do you know what I mean? I think that's all wrong. I think everybody should take at least a couple of years away from education before making a decision if they go to uni or not. And that's just genuinely how it is, because I understand the process because they want to get people. You don't want you to lose your train of thought on learning and developing and all that. But at the same time, you don't want to. You're blind to it if you just spend. If you come out at 23 and you've got a degree and you're like, oh yeah, look at me, you haven't done anything in your life, essentially, have you? Because you've just been living in a uni hall. Never had a job, and that. There's loads of them who never work, innit? And then go to a job for the first time at 23 with a degree, and you're like, it's mad, isn't it? Like, it's crazy.
The likes of like your Sainsbury's, your Asda's, who'll give a department manager job to someone who just has a degree.
And they've got to manage people.
Who's got a degree in fucking bacon tuna pasta? Do you know what I mean?
23 years of age. Can you imagine at 23, like, never managing people before and just saying...
And just going, here, you're now in a manager's position.
Luckily for me, I've always been like, above what I should have been. Do you know what I mean? If that makes sense. Like, you know, like, at that age, you got like 16, you should be doing that. At 17, I was a supervisor. At 17, I was running a footwear department for JJB Sports. You know, I've always pick up JJB, RIP Dave Whelan. But yeah, I've always been a leader from a young age. Do you know what I mean? But I couldn't imagine at 23 being thrust into something I've never worked for and saying like, don't do that. It's mad, isn't it? It's crazy. The whole education process is mental. Think about it.
It's a shame, really.
It's mad. Because like, I am the epitome of you have to do that at uni. So think about it right now. What you want to do with your life. Like, how the fuck do I know what I do want to do with my life? I don't even know. I had a mate. I was bladdered the other night chatting with a couple of lads, just fucking chatting, and we were talking about how many things in life do you think you'd be good at that you've never had a chance to try? Do you know what I mean?
That's a good question.
That's a very good question.
So, like, you know, if you've never had the means or opportunity to try it, but you could be world class at that, and you just don't know. You could be the next prodigy at that thing, but you've never tried it because you've never had a thing.
Playing Fallout 4.
I am the pride. I know I'm a prodigy at playing Fallout 4. Do you know what I mean?
You could be the don of playing Fallout 4. You wouldn't know because you never played it.
Could be the best ever.
Never know.
The best.
I was watching someone play piano and I was like, how do I know if I'm world class at piano or not?
I've always thought guitar for me. Oh no, drums. Sorry, drums. Yeah, I've always wanted to play drums.
Yes.
I just do this. I
But
mean,
I
it's
mean,
totally different.
When we were at school, I know we had the music class at school and shit, you know what I mean? But you never really had an opportunity to sit and play a piano or...
All I was asked to do was DJ. Yeah. Exactly. Mrs. Brown go, Tom, what are you doing? DJ.
I seen a TikTok on that the other day. It was like me in year 9 and it was just it's true though, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
Definitely.
Oh, mad. Absolutely mad.
You know what I mean? How many things would you never try? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if I'm world class at cricket. Never played.
Yeah.
I don't know how good I am.
Yeah.
It's mad to think.
even
We
think of
probably
a
have got a
scenario
hidden
now.
talent. That could have been my
100%.
thing on my application form.
Well, think about what you haven't done. Think about what other people do when you get famous.
Everyone must have.
Shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everyone must have a hidden talent that they just don't
Everyone,
know.
100%, yeah.
everyone.
100%.
The thing is, though, everyone's brains are built for a specific thing as well, aren't
Yeah.
they? Do you know what I mean? So you, like, there will be people who are just technically brilliant. Do you know what I mean? Who've never done anything. So someone out there will be able to play a violin unfucking believably that you just don't. You know what I mean? You'd never know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Mad?
That's mad.
Have you got a hidden talent that we don't know about?
Well, I don't know because I haven't found it yet.
Alright,
I might go
Have you got a
searching.
talent we
I
don't
might
know
go
about?
searching.
Yeah, have you got a talent that you know about that we don't know?
Well, I can play the violin.
Can you?
Yeah.
Actually?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
That's mad.
So
You weren't
in prime, I'm alright. Yeah. I haven't played it in years, but I reckon I could pick one up and do a little
That's crazy. Did you know
little
that?
tune.
I knew you could play guitar.
In primary
How
school.
have I known you for like 13 years and didn't know that?
In primary school, a few of us got picked to do instruments. It was violin, clarinet.
Yeah.
And I was one of the 4 that got picked to do violin. I was really keen on it, to be honest. And I remember coming home and my dad was like, "Oh, look what I've got, yeah." Violin. I was like, "Oh fuck it, I'm gonna try."
Wow.
And I just took to it
So
really
your
well.
dad just went and bought you the violin.
He went to Richard and Berrand by the little Tesco on Smithdown. Stopped there. Bought me violin.
No RIPs. No.
Wow.
No RIPs. Richard and Berrand.
Jeez.
Big up Richard.
I didn't know
Big
that.
up Berrand. And
I don't know.
as I said, I haven't played it for years, but yeah, I used to go
You still
to
got it?
in the loft. Yeah,
Fuck off, actually.
yeah, genuinely. I tell you what,
Oh,
I'll get out the
Like
loft and bring it
that,
to my
yeah.
pod.
So bad.
Yeah, play Twinkle Twinkle.
You got a talent we don't know about.
No.
No,
I'll be honest, no.
really.
I'm a very boring person.
Do you know what I mean?
I've heard that you're
Good
a
at
very,
that.
very good cook.
I am.
Yeah,
I am
you
a-
are,
That's one thing.
lad.
I am a good
That's
cook.
the feedback
I
I
am a
hear
good
about
cook.
you.
We have,
Are we going to talk about food, Jake?
Yeah.
Because we
Yeah, we are.
we have,
got some stories.
we have fake Christmas every year, apart from the year just gone because of the pandemic, obviously, and
Alright,
George.
Christmas.
cooks every year, and it is
We'll bring that back, lad, don't you?
it is phenomenal.
Yeah,
Like, phenomenal.
I cooked like.
You cooked me
most I've
scrams.
done is like 14, is it now? With the
It was
lads.
14, yeah, cooked
Yeah.
for 14.
I know you can't do
Insane.
it.
Yeah, well, I am until someone starts to get in my way, and then I get a bit like.
Which happens because we're all on the wine and
Yeah.
George's
Yeah.
cooking and we're like,
It was like
"Oh, can I
Remember
have
that
a-"
year that Murph brought a dog?
Oh
Murph
my
brought,
God, yeah.
Murph brought his little puppy, mate, and I swear to God. And I love dogs.
Yeah.
But you know, when you're cooking for 14 people, and it was chaos already. When I
It
was
was
trying to cook
chaos.
a full roast, and this dog's just like, meh, meh, jumping at me. I was like, get this. I started to get irrationally angry. But I think that's part of why where some of my rage comes from is that like when you start like my plan and all my logic starts to get messed up by outside things. That's when I start getting like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
fucking annoying me now.
Stuff that shouldn't be happening.
Yeah,
That is happening.
basically.
Let's talk food, George.
No, I can't. Mate. I can't. Have you heard some of the shit they've had us eating?
Lad, who hasn't had a bagel?
Lad, it's mad.
A bagel?
Never had a bagel. in
A
his life.
bagel?
No.
Never had
Still.
a prawns.
Do you know what as well?
Lad,
John?
what do you mean you've never had the
No.
Never had a
prawns.
prawns.
Nah, never had prawns.
Make you a prawn bagel.
You know,
Because
John.
do you know how this started, right? This started because one day he went, "What have you been eating?" Because obviously Jay was my pizza, and I lost 3 stone when I was training with Jay, so thank you very much.
Smashed it.
But I had corned beef hash, right? And he went,
That's lovely corned beef hash.
"Yeah, lad," and I went, "Have you ever had corned beef hash before?" And he went, "Yeah, I've had corned beef hash." And I went, "Have you?" And he went, "Yeah, that like where you fry corned beef and then you put it with." And I went, "What?" And he went, "No, it's like, you know, you'd have a bit of fried corned beef, bit of mash and that, don't you? But you know, gravy and all that." And I was like, "No, you mash the corned beef into the mash." And he was like, "Never had that before." And I was like, "What do you
That
mean?"
existed.
And I was like, "With beans." And he was like, "Beans and mash." And I was like, "Right."
What
okay.
is going
And
on?
then we started talking about it more, and I got really angry about that, didn't I? Got really angry.
Look, John bought me a bagel just before we finished
Oh,
after Christmas.
Here we go.
Yeah.
And
Well, I forgot about them, so they were mouldy in them.
oh, lad,
I can't believe it. Some of the shit he's never had.
we need to go to the bagelery.
Don't like cheese.
Yeah, he doesn't like cheese, which was upsetting for me. What else was there? There's a few.
There's a lot,
What else
yeah.
was there? What's some of the other stuff that you haven't had? There's some interesting stuff that you've never had before. A
Um,
prawn is a mad one, isn't it?
yeah, never
To
had
get to like
prawn.
28 years of age and never have a prawn.
A bagel, I can be like, oh, all right, a bagel.
Yeah.
But to be
To avoid prawns for 28 years.
28 years and not have a prawn.
Only just started liking butter on my bread,
Yeah, he used to eat dry toast.
Used to have dry toast.
That was a mad one for me.
and it had to be nearly burnt.
Mad.
So you're
Mad.
eating
Charcoal.
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 Yeah.
Yeah.
Mad, don't Imagine that. As your flavour you like is charcoal.
Don't drink tea or coffee.
What do you want on your toast? Soot.
Soot.
Well,
Just a load of soot, please.
honestly, Sam, you want to say? I think sometimes it made me stronger. I was lifting weights heavy when I did that. Just out of pure anger. It's like,
Throw an extra 20 on, lad! You have another prawn!
you never had halloumi, had you?
No, only the chips from
halloumi fries.
Oh yeah,
You'd never just had like grilled halloumi.
Grilled
Oh,
halloumi.
no. Yeah, no. Don't like how people can eat cheese like bites.
Cheese in general, like it's just mad that I don't like
Never had the
cheese.
Baby Bell or cheese string.
Oh,
I live off them. They're like my little
they are your go-to.
little snack. You know, like obviously when you're calorie counting,
Yeah.
it's only like 60 calories, aren't
The
they? So
boss.
it's just like
Big bag from Costco.
yeah,
Get involved.
all
Flash
day
it in the fridge.
48 cheese
Defo
strings,
more.
like
48 cheese strings. Boss.
it's a lot.
Plastic cheese, innit?
Yeah.
Boss?
Never had cauliflower cheese.
Yeah, I mean...
I'm not
angry
a
about that.
huge fan of cauliflower cheese myself, to be fair.
Can't get over this
Well,
prawn situation.
Yeah, it's a mad one, isn't
There's
it?
defo something
There's
worse than that.
defo well more. Like we went through loads. Do
I
you know
think
what I
you
mean?
mentioned fish to me, and I've only ever really had cod and scampi bites.
Was the cod battered from the chippy?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was that bad, right? I got the other PT in to say, lad, have you heard this shit? And then he was throwing stuff at him and he was like, what? So it got really bad. I can't remember all of them, but we were there for like, I reckon, half an hour.
Yeah.
Defo borderline bullying.
You were eating that? No.
Are you mad, lad?
You're fucking mad.
You're mad.
You know what I hate? The nutritional stuff on the bags of things that you buy from Tesco and shit, you know what I mean? Like the differences in between them are just mental.
Yeah.
It's like, got like a fucking twirl the other day and it said like, serving 141. So you think 141, not too bad. One stick of a twirl.
Yeah,
And you think to yourself, why the fuck is that one serving?
Yeah,
I'm not eating half a twirl.
Who's eating? Hey,
If you eat half a twirl,
if you're eating half a twirl, you need to leg it.
Yeah.
That's
Save that for later.
You're a serial killer.
I'll save that for tomorrow's
that is
calories.
absolutely mass murder of that.
It's mental. And you're just like,
One stick.
Was it normal or orange twirl?
orange twirl.
Oh, all day.
Brought them back.
There's no. It has to. Any
Back for good now.
Fantastic.
any
Yeah.
chocolate,
Yeah, not
any
limited
chocolate that is orange, get it in my grid.
No.
I've noticed that orange
Obsessed.
chocolate has just gone crazy.
See
though.
what's
Oh.
out? Orange button Maltesers.
Well, the orange buttons I'm obsessed with, and they're a pound in Tesco.
Yeah.
Look, God.
Yeah.
I'm all about it.
Yeah. Orange button Maltesers or Malteser buttons over there. They're
I'm
coming
all
out.
about it.
And ice cream.
The white chocolate.
Ice cream.
Orange
Malteser ice cream.
Yeah.
That sounds terrific.
This just getting
Change
better.
the Well,
The
then.
white chocolate orange. You know the Terry's chocolate orange, the white chocolate ones.
Yeah.
Like them.
Yeah.
So
Christmas was good.
if anyone is trying to lose weight, just don't eat.
Eat as much Terry's chocolate orange as you want, as long as you're in a calorie deficit.
We lost it.
I ate a whole bar of dairy milk a day, but I was under my calories, so I lost weight.
No, it's like, you know.
It's true though.
Halfway there on my journey, and obviously the gyms and that being shut doesn't fucking help anybody, does
No,
it?
not at all.
Not at all. You were killing it as well, Judd.
You were
I was
smashing
made- I was
it.
on
Yeah.
You
fucking
was
done.
You
smashing
were on
it.
the lowest you'd been.
Yeah.
And after that was outside as well, remember?
Yeah.
Which was a nightmare.
I'm lower again than that now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
was a
16,
nightmare.
16 1 I am now.
Is
Yeah.
right.
Wow.
So
Fucking hell.
I'm just I'm getting there, like
Yeah, that's boss
about
that.
a stone off where I want to be now.
Yeah.
Before I feel comfortable.
Yeah,
with
defo,
what I
yeah.
want.
You look good though.
Yeah,
like
you do,
really
to be
good.
fair, Yeah,
Thanks very
You do.
much.
yeah, defo.
Just walking.
I love-
and
you know
walking
what?
and calorie counting.
Yeah.
I love walking.
Alright, like,
I love it.
But this is what we're saying, it's not hard to get
Go do your
out and
10,000
it.
steps, go and do it.
People
Tell
make
you what, though,
excuses.
you know what? I said after the first lockdown, I said I'm gonna keep walking. You know what I mean? I'm gonna keep doing stuff every day, all that. And I went back to work and it fell off again straight away.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
determined that when this shit stops,
Stick to it.
I'm sticking to
Yeah.
it. Like, because the walking, even just in general, just chatting with people and stuff and
Yeah,
talking to
definitely,
me.
yeah.
I love it. I put a podcast on and just
Yeah.
walk.
I just go with my bird, but it's an hour with my bird, just talking to her.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, no distractions, no nothing else. Just
Yeah.
we're walking around talking.
Yeah.
Do you know
What else
I
would you
mean?
be
Which is
doing? Playing
better-
Fallout 4?
Better for, well, exactly.
No, it's true though, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Walking at the minute is the only thing that's keeping me active. Because honestly, lad, the other day I looked at me watching. I had like 300 odd steps. And it was 5 o'clock in the afternoon. You know, you think to yourself like, this is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
The only time I'd moved was to go to the toilet or get a drink or you know whatever. It was just brutal. You know, you're just like, this is mental. This because my flat. I measured it the other day. To walk from the front door to my balcony, which is like the other side of the flat, is 20 steps.
Really?
And you're just like, I'm living in something that confines me with 20 steps. Like, what am I supposed to do?
I've got made the house hunters fully on the
Yeah,
roof.
you're right,
It's just I have to get a garden or bigger space.
Fucking stairs.
Yeah.
Stairs makes all the difference.
It's a weird little like mentality of like going
I've got
up.
stairs now, and it's not normal
Oh,
stairs.
you're in a townhouse now, aren't you?
Yeah, and it's an extra 2 stairs. So
But I think with the gyms closing, like, for some people it has made you keep on top of it, just whether it is walking or mine's obviously I've got into a routine of properly training now. I feel better than I pretty much live in the gym.
Yeah.
But I don't train.
You don't train,
as
no.
I should. Do you know what I mean? Whereas now
Because you're training someone 24/7,
exactly.
so
The last thing I want to do is look at that weight and go, "Oh, it's time for me to do it." I want to relax or. Whereas now I've got a routine of 8 o'clock every morning. I'm going to smash a workout, and that's my routine, and I feel 10 times better in terms of how I feel than I do when I work.
So when you go back to work, you just start going, don't you? Like that's 7 a.m.
Yeah,
is
that
mine.
routine.
You have to, don't you?
That's what I've said.
You
I
have to
stick to
7 a.m. is mine.
cycling every day.
7 after that.
Like I never cycled since summer. I wasn't doing it every single day.
To be fair though, Joe, you were doing 7 days a week and near enough every day, every hour of every day. You were doing.
I used to love cycling, but my bike got robbed, so no more cycling for me.
Where was it?
Out in the fobbed courtyard. Fobbed. So
I've got CCTV now.
Well, conveniently not where my bike was.
Amazing.
Fucking great down there. I rode a bike sound.
Fucking cheeky bastards.
Rat bastards there.
I done a cruise once, and it was the maddest holiday I've ever been on.
Nice.
It was alright, yeah, but it was just weird as fuck.
We was talking about cruises the other week, weren't we?
Yeah, we were.
They're good if you bought them.
That's it.
Yeah.
Boring or old.
Yeah.
Get a cruise.
It's just true. You know what I mean? Like you can't do anything.
No.
The best thing about it is that basically there's food open all of the time. If you're hungry at 3 o'clock in the morning, you can go and get food.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's like a nightclub on it and stuff, but it's not like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's
I just don't like
you
the fact I'm
move.
confined on the boat.
Yeah, you don't move for like 3 days and then you'll rock up at one city and then you go for like a day.
Yeah.
And then you're done and whatever, do you know what I mean?
I like
I've been loads of
exploring
places
stuff.
on that cruise, but for a day. So you
Really,
don't
yeah.
see anything.
Yeah.
Do you know
You're
what I mean?
tired as well, aren't you?
You go, right, well, Barcelona, I'm here for one day, what am I going to do?
Yeah.
Right, we'll go to do the new camp, we'll do that thing, and then we're getting back on the boat then.
Yeah.
You have to be back on it by like a certain time.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
You're tired, aren't you?
Yeah.
I always was the Titanic a cruise?
I reckon they fuck off.
Yeah, it
Like
was a cruise to America, wasn't
Yeah.
it? Well, it was a transport to a luxury transporter.
That looked
to,
nice.
where's the Titanic?
On the film, like.
Have you ever seen the pictures now of like what
nice
the
to the
Titanic
sun.
looks like
Yeah.
compared to like modern cruise ships? Like how small it is.
Oh, I think it meant like under.
Tiny?
Like.
No, not that.
Oh.
Not that. I mean,
Oh.
it looks fucked now.
Yeah.
That's defo fuck.
Yeah,
Like.
it's
Does it look small compared?
Like tiny.
Really?
Yeah. Modern cruise ships are like 10 times as big.
Wow. When was it like?
Have you seen the size like the
1912
Disney
or
cruise ships and that? They are.
Yeah,
Ones
that
that
was
Liverpool?
here, wasn't it?
Yeah, one Liverpool.
Yeah. Don't know why I pointed there as if it was there, but yeah.
Girl, do you want a chupa chup lollipop there? Get on me. Meet me in room number 776. 14th floor.
I'm gonna go and get a pizza at 1 o'clock in the morning. That was weird, mate.
Do you want
Like,
tacos at 4 bells, girl?
you do alright. Those Scouse abroad, though, don't you?
Yeah, you do. You do.
When you're young and single and you get to have
Young,
fun
single, riddled.
I haven't been able to do that for 5.5 years. I'm fully committed to these days. But yeah, this is back in the day, innit? You know what I mean?
That's it.
I wouldn't do it again. I wouldn't do a cruise again. I probably would if I was like 60.
Maybe when you're
And I was
older,
like,
yeah.
But
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Like you're about to die. I'm going on a cruise.
And I
Yeah.
think if I did it would be like a Caribbean one or some shit.
Yeah, 100%.
Or the ones like Norway where you can go and see whales and shit. Yeah. that'd be
Wales?
Not Wales.
Not as in the country Wales.
As in.
Oh, I was going to
As
say.
in like
I knew.
Stand on everything
I
else.
knew as soon as he said that. You thought fucking whales over the water.
Right, it's been a lovely
And we live in
You can't.
the down.
Have you ever seen like the there's one thing I would want to do as a holiday was like we drive around the outskirts of Scotland, around all the coastal roads. Have you seen that? It's like 500 miles.
it's like basically like Route 66, but
Well, Scotland.
with
Is that like the
scenery.
Proclaimers?
I don't know.
Oh my god.
No.
Could be, couldn't it?
500.
I actually don't know that one.
I don't like them. Could be.
I think it's probably Glasgow or Edinburgh to London. I would say probably more me guess.
For the sake of your brain, Jay.
We'll say it.
Yeah,
say
that's definitely
Yeah.
All that.
No, but you go around all the coastal roads and the
Yeah.
mountains and shit, and you can go, but you can get a boat halfway through. You can get a boat to Iceland,
That's sick.
which
Wow.
would be sick.
That would be very, very good. That.
I'd love to do that. Iceland's one of me. I want to go to Iceland
Yeah.
really badly.
I want to go to Iceland, Norway.
But I want to go Iceland with dough because it costs money.
Yeah.
It's like £9
not cheap,
a pint,
is it?
isn't it?
£9
something like that.
Wow. Cold though, wouldn't it?
It would be a nice cold pint, like yeah. I nearly moved to Norway.
You nearly moved to Norway?
I got off the job in Norway when I was
Did you?
When I was younger, yeah.
To do what?
Bartender. When I was at Smuggler's Cove, yeah.
No way.
Yeah,
Didn't know that.
There, yeah. I moved there, and the reason I didn't was just because my bed was like working and doing uni and stuff, and I was like, you know, you just think to yourself, fuck a lot of effort to move to another country. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, always, are like.
But I wish I had done it. You know, you look back and think,
I should have done that. Yeah.
That would have been an experience. That
yeah,
way.
even just a year of doing something over there. Be sick.
See you in Norway behind the bar.
I can.
Fit in, wouldn't I?
100%.
Let's be honest. You'd probably think I speak Norwegian, though, which I'd have to learn the language. Yeah. Norway's one of the best places I've ever been. I went to
Norway.
I went to. Oh, I can't remember the name of it now. Yeah.
Norway. I don't really know.
Can't remember the name. It's not massive. Bergen in Norway. I went to. Oslo's the capital.
Yeah.
Bergen, it's called the gaff I went to. Yeah, it was lovely, absolutely lovely, and they're all dead nice over there.
Yeah, they are.
Speak perfect English.
Did I say they come over here?
The
boss.
Yeah, and you all drive Teslas.
What?
Yeah, basically they have an incentive to buy electric cars. Because if you buy a car that's electric, you don't pay VAT.
Oh.
So everyone over there drives electric.
Jeez.
And the fella at the company that we went to meet over there, he had a top of the range Tesla, and it was absolutely out of this world.
He's just ragging freely to diesels around.
He's got a private estate, and he was showing us how like he can move the car with his key and then drive it to him and stuff.
That's mad.
Yeah, and he's got like he gets like alerts on his phone. You know, if anyone goes too close to his car, it's like his phone goes off and tells him someone's close to your car, and then he can go with a camera and look at it. Tesla would be my. If I could choose any car in the world right now to have, I'd probably choose a Tesla. Like a sensible one. You know what I mean? Obviously, if you had unlimited, you'd be getting Aventadors and all that, wouldn't you? But
the monster of a Tesla the other day was huge. Yeah, huge.
What was it? Was it the?
I don't know
Model
what
S,
it was. I haven't
one?
a clue. It was massive.
Yeah, the fucking boss. I'd have one of the Cybertrucks, man.
Yeah.
They're fucking weird, then, like, but I'd have one. They look like they've been built on Minecraft. Someone going on them with fucking 8 million
views watching them build a Tesla Minecraft. Right, I reckon we should finish it on this or that.
Go on.
So I'm just going to say this or that. You're going to tell me
that.
it's that or this. PlayStation or Xbox?
Xbox every day.
Liverpool or Everton?
Liverpool, you know this, Tom.
I do, but
let's not discuss last night. But I'm a really nice time this morning. I don't want to discuss last night.
Don Carlo.
We don't want to discuss.
I'm just so happy.
To be fair, Liverpool had fucking Nat Phillips and Ozan Kabak at centre half last night. I expected it to be like 7-0.
It's amazing now that the 1999 shout is no longer valid.
Yeah.
So stick to the other shouts. Moving on.
Yeah.
This is a good one.
So 26 years without a trophy.
Oh, here we go.
Didn't Liverpool win more in one calendar year than we've won in 20 years?
Yeah, but we were top of the iTunes charts, lad.
Fair enough.
Was you?
Fair enough.
Exactly.
Fair enough. You were top of the league in October as well, lad, to be fair.
Yeah, we were smashing it.
Fair play, lad. Fair play.
I'm interested about this next one because I know you love both of this.
Go on.
Star Wars or Marvel?
Oh, that is a tough one.
Oh, yes. Got
You
it.
said that.
That is a very tough one. So when we say this or that, do I have one and the other one doesn't exist at all, or I can't watch one again?
You can't watch one again
from the old stuff.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Oh fuck no. Marvel.
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
Star Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I had to, it would be Star Wars, just because Star Wars is like about space and stuff, and I love that.
Yeah. Okay. Winter or summer?
Summer.
All day.
That's fun.
Disney or Pixar?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay. But obviously Disney own Pixar now, don't they?
They do, but I'm
Which one
talking.
would you have? Pixar.
Yeah.
Pixar's better.
I'd say
Toy
Pixar.
Story in that?
Yeah.
Pixar.
Toy Story,
Default,
Monsters
yeah.
Inc.
Oh, 100%.
Get me involved.
You gotta watch them. I'd watch them over the Lion King, the original.
Never
Lion
watched
I
Lion
would.
King.
Oh
the
my
original
God.
Lion King's brilliant, but you'd watch Monsters Inc. first, wouldn't you?
Oh yeah.
Love Monsters Inc.
Monsters Inc.'s brilliant.
Yeah, I love Monsters Inc.
Yeah, definitely Pixar.
Have you
Okay.
seen the new one? That's Soul quality.
Nah.
No,
Really
good.
good.
Yeah.
Really good. Recommendation.
This is not a sponsored out.
Jordan Mack recommendation.
Jordan Mac recommendation.
Just do a whole show based on your memes, don't we?
Mackey's or KF?
Depends on mood, doesn't it?
It does.
I think it just depends on mood.
But I think if I had to pick, I think it'd have to be a KF.
But I think that's Mackey's, you know.
I think Mackey's because there's more available.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
KF,
you're sticking to chicken for the rest of your life, aren't you? Mackey's, at least you can have a bit of both, you know what I mean?
Yeah, fair play.
And they offer more on the menu.
They do, yeah.
You know.
They do.
Yeah, I might get a KF on the way home.
Yeah.
Diet plans.
We're in the KF mood. Last one. Indian or Chinese?
Indian.
All day.
Every day.
All day.
Never had sourdough bread. That was another one. I thought it was green, didn't I? I thought it was like green, like sour Skittles.
Sourdough.
Yeah.
I thought it was green like sour Skittles.
Yeah, like sour, like, yeah.
Lads,
Like,
I want to just spend one day in your head. Some of the shit you come out with is brilliant.
What the fuck does that even mean?
I've never had sourdough bread because I thought it tastes like sour green Skittles.
And I thought it was green.
Yeah, like,
Like,
you know the pack of sour Skittles in it, and I always resemble, I don't know. Yeah, like,
Sourdough bread is green. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah, it's a good one.
just the idea, like, I just thought it might be mouldy. Do you know what I mean? Like, nah.
What was the first one you asked me then? This or that?
First one was PlayStation or Xbox. I said Xbox.
Yeah, Xbox every day.
I've been reading loads though.
Have you? Yeah.
Yeah, I've read like 9 books.
Jeez.
Have you? Yes.
Yeah. In
Yeah.
like the last like 3 months.
Wow.
Any recommendations?
Yeah, lad, Ready Player One. If you've never read it, you've seen the film,
Yeah.
but if you've never read it, read the book. The book's well better.
Is it?
Yeah, it's brilliant. Really good.
Ready Player One.
Yeah, and I've talking about Star Wars. I've been reading a series called Throne, which is basically like he's like one of the only people in the Empire who stands up to Vader, essentially. And it's his story throughout the Star Wars, which is good as well. They're really good as well.
I need to start reading more. That's one thing I think I do need
Yeah.
to do. I think I'm
Yeah.
so focused on social media reading the latest footy news and that rather than actual decent stuff.
It heals your eyes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, maybe I do need it then.
It heals.
I can see! I mean more for the glare of life.
No, yeah.
Everything in life is a glare now, isn't it? It's blue light in it, and that's just a bit more like, for me, it's a bit more real.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Than just watching telly all fucking day long.
Yeah.
Because I honestly, in this lockdown, mate, I could stare at a screen for 18 hours of a 24-hour day. You know what I mean?
So you're gaming there, gaming phone and
No,
stuff.
just like, you know, whether it's YouTube, my phone, whether it's, you know...
Through it now,
It's
innit?
too easy to do.
Yeah,
I'm
definitely.
not spending 18 hours on the Xbox a day, obviously, but I mean, you know, how often do you pick up your phone? How often do you pick up?
Yeah.
Oh, mate, I looked at my
Yeah.
like screen time the other week.
Yeah.
And it was like average day 7.5 hours. I was like, what?
But even if I'm working, so I've been doing bits of work at home. I've been doing some HR, but even that's on a laptop, blue screen. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
already, like, so
yeah.
it's,
Do you read your books or do you read it on a Kindle?
I read my book. I buy physical books.
Because that's another thing, innit?
Yeah.
It's through a
Yeah.
screen.
At
I
least
do
that's like
I
a
do
dead
own
light,
a
though.
Kindle.
Yeah, it is.
I do own a Kindle, and I
At least-
think
at
the
least
good
the
on holiday.
It's dead light though, isn't it?
Yeah.
So
It
light,
doesn't-
Yeah.
so light.
It doesn't glow unless you turn on the actual
Yeah, yeah.
light itself, does it?
I specifically
can
got
read
one
it.
for holiday.
Oh, did you? Yeah.
Yeah, because I hate it fucking resting a book on your belly and you get something. Do you know what I mean? With the
Yeah.
Kindle, it's just dead easy, and you
Yeah.
can, as you said, with the brightness, it just you.
I just when I'm reading, I just prefer a physical thing in front of me.
Think
Yeah.
on my own, yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
A book
yeah.
all day.
But I buy like hardback and I keep them. Keep them in
Yeah.
good condition and stuff.
Yeah.
But some of these books I'm getting now, like you can buy them online for like 50 to 70 quid if they're in really good nick. Yeah.
For a book.
The collectibles, like so.
Yeah.
Ah,
you
right,
keep
yeah,
them,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
So you keep it in a good nick and then you can sell it
Yeah.
for what it's worth down the line. Because they don't really. What they do is essentially when you write these books, they make say 1,000 of them in hard copies, then everything goes to paperback. So if you've got the hard copy, then you're one of a select few people who gets that hard copy.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I've now got the hard copy of some of these books, and it's like they're an investment essentially.
Something,
They're worth
yeah.
something.
Definitely, yeah. And you've enjoyed it by reading it, so
Yeah.
happy days, isn't it? It's a win-win.
Yeah. So when
We've got a present for you, George.
Oh, yeah, fucking, I should have brought
given-
you a present.
We're giving our guests.
It's a bit dusty.
It's a bit dusty.
Oh, Dusty Springfield.
A TJTV t-shirt.
Oh, look at that. Thank you very much, lads. Thanks very much indeed.
I could
I'll have
literally sit here for hours talking.
The
But,
same.
Yeah.
you know, so easy. But I think we're gonna
bring it to an end here.
I think we'll have to bring it to an end.
Thanks for having me on, lads. I must
nice
appreciate
one,
it.
Enjoyed it. It's been a pleasure.
Good.
Good episode 4.
Yeah.
With our first special guest, Mr.
Anytime.
Jordan Mack.
Anytime you want me back, I'm happy to come and chat shit.
100%.
In a lovely dungeon.
In a lovely little booth.
In the lovely
dungeon.
In the booth.
It's like a fucking Fallout bunker. I like it.
I love the way that you've gone to Fallout.
You could survive.
Fallout bunkers. Yeah. There we go. So, episode 4 podcast is about Fallout 4. Obviously, guys, thanks for watching, listening on our YouTube, Spotify. Please like, follow, and subscribe. It literally takes 1 click. You've been listening to the TJTV podcast with myself, Tom.
I'm Jay.
And our special guest,
Jordan Mack. Thank you very much. Thanks for having me on.
Cheers, guys.